Hi everyone. So as 2021 comes to an end and we go into the new year 2022, we at Right Business wanted to do this video where we review the market in 2021, what worked, what didn't work, how all of our products perform, how the Indian economy is doing, and where can we invest in the new year. But before we start, I would like to wish all the best of health and happiness to you and your family in the new year, and I wish you an amazing journey in investing in the market with Right Research. And if you want to get started with Right Research in the new year, you can use our coupon code RIGHT2022 to invest and start your investing journey. So when we talk about the market in 2021 was the year when small caps really outperformed the large caps. 2021 was a bull market where the index, the Nifty index gave you a 25% return, and the small cap index gave you a 58% return. This is the nature of bull market, that smaller companies outperform larger companies, and that is what we saw in 2021. Talking about 2021 was the year of IPOs, right? Some of the biggest, 1 lakh crores worth of capital was raised through the public market, with 55 companies going public in 2021, and this was the largest ever in the history of the Indian market in the last couple of decades. The biggest IPO that came out was Paytm, Zomato, Star Health, Policybazaar. Some very interesting companies like Nykaa, Zomato, and Paytm, which are the new age companies that they came into the market, and it's very exciting as the Indian economy steps into a more digital economy. The best performing IPOs of this year were Paras Defense, MTR Tech, Eureka, and the worst performing years, unfortunately, include the biggest IPO, which was Paytm. Talking about the sectors that were in flavor in 2021, so IT, I think, was the best sector for the year, because not only is it one of the top performing sectors, but it also did really well when the market went into a volatile phase in the last couple of months of the year, right? So the IT index was one of the best performing sectors, but along with it, you had real estate, metals, industrials do really well, because these are cyclical recovery sectors, and these sectors performed really well. What lagged this year was banking and pharma. But as we step into the new year, people are expecting banking to grow, because you know uh, credit condition in the country is improving and banks are really cleaning up. So people expect that when the rebound happens, banks will lead that. Along with it, pharma is also gaining momentum, and if Omicron comes, then pharma will also you see it go up. Talking about factors, right? Factor is the key thing that we at Right Research look at. So much like our portfolios, momentum was one of the best performing factors along with alpha. And towards the end of the year, we saw that value, which is buying companies which are undervalued and betting on them, that really worked, right? When the market went through volatility, the value factors worked really well. It was really interesting. As we go into the next year, I think the momentum will stay strong, because the economic condition is strong, earnings are very robust and growing, right? So momentum might continue to do well, but along with that, if liquidity sort of shrinks in the market, then we could see quality factor also do really well. So that is what we see for the various factors. Now let's quickly talk about the performance of the Right Research portfolio, right? Our core portfolios are these multi-factor tactical portfolios, where we don't just bet on one single factor or theme in the market, but we tactically shift our allocation to various themes in the market. So while these portfolios are betting on momentum during the beginning of the year, now they have shifted more into the value shifting along with some momentum components, and we have also deallocated a little bit to bond and gold ETFs. These portfolios have again performed really well. They give 66% return, which is 42% over Nifty, and this is largely large cap and very stable portfolio. So this is again a very very good year for this particular portfolio, and people who are interested into a balanced risk profile, who want to take medium risk, they should definitely look at this portfolio because it has around 2.5 years of very good performance track record. Talking about the thematic portfolio, this year momentum, like I said, really shown, right? Momentum has been almost 100% return over the last year. And if the markets continue to stay strong, then momentum will again outperform in the next year. Along with that, our small cap portfolio did really well, but around September, October, the momentum in small cap really crashed. Some of the smaller companies that were one of the leaders of the rally, they all sort of went through a drawdown. So this portfolio went through a slight drawdown and lagged, but we have shifted the allocation in small cap portfolio more towards value and quality small cap, and this is sort of picking up. Talking about the quality, again, it was very robust. It is a very stable portfolio, and we expect it to do really well in the coming year. What was really interesting for us was that we launched an innovation product around 7 months back. Innovation is a portfolio where we bet into the new age companies, electric vehicles, fintech, e-commerce, and biotech. So, it has been a revelation that innovation actually outperforms. So if you look at the performance of the innovation portfolio, it is actually the best performing portfolio for ours over the last 7 months. And we are really excited about how innovative companies are really outperforming, and we really love this theme. So I would ask you guys to check out that portfolio also. And it's a very interesting portfolio to look at now that all the new age startups and new age companies are coming into the public market. And this will be, I think, the flavor of next year. So having talked about what worked last year, let's talk about what we think is going to happen in the next year. Right? So the markets are coming into the new year with a correction. Right? We just went through a correction, a 10% correction, which was long overdue. And we are seeing some recovery, and because the economic story is strong for India, we expect that the recovery should come in the coming months, and that would create a new set of fresh opportunities in the new year. In the new year, what are the sectors that we think should really work? Right, so banking is something that people expect to rebound because it has lagged a lot, and the credit situation in the banks are getting really well. And banking is a sector where you can bet that it would recover if the market recover in the next year. Along with that, the cyclical sectors like real estate, metals, and industrials are expected to shine as the cyclical growth story continues. Pharma is gaining momentum, and if Omicron comes, then pharma might again become a leader like it has in the past few COVID days. And other sectoral picks, we are very excited about the innovation and the new age picks because we have seen them really shine, and those companies are actually the future of the market. So that is something that is exciting. What else are we looking forward to 2022 is IPOs, right? So around 55 IPOs came this year, and they raised 1 lakh crores from the public market, and next year people are suggesting that over 2 lakh crores will be raised from the public market. And some of the big names like LIC, Byju's, Ola, Oyo, Delivery, PharmEasy, GoAir, all these big companies could come into the public market, and so it will be a very exciting year for IPOs as well. Talking about what themes that we think are going to work out in the next year, so like I said, that as the markets recover from the correction that they are in and they gain strength, momentum could be the factor that comes back into flavor. And because we are hearing about the Fed decreasing liquidity in the system, raising the interest rate, so maybe the saucy companies will stop forming as well, and quality companies will start to outperform. So quality is one factor that we think should do well in the next year. And like I said, innovation is a theme that is the flavor with the IPOs coming in. So we are betting into that as well. What are the risks that we are going to, when we look at the next year, right? So obviously Omicron variant is a big risk. If the new variant really spreads like people are projecting, then there will be lockdowns and there will be shutdowns and things like that, which impacts the economy in the short term. But if it doesn't impact the economy, then that would be a good positive. What is and then the second concern is the Fed raising the rates and the inflation in the US causing a concern, which is I think the reason why we are going through this current correction, because people are worried about the liquidity drying up and emerging markets underperforming. So that is one worry, but because India has a very good growth story and earnings growth and cyclical recovery is coming up, we think we will be able to cater to this current fuel much better than the last fuel that happened in the US. Also, there is a worry from China. The infrastructure companies are sort of crashing and collapsing in China, which could be a worry for the broader global market. So these are some of the things that we have to be careful about, and they could cause concern for the next year. But what could be very exciting in the next year is obviously the new economy sectors, because more and more IPOs will come. The economy will shift more towards a digital space, which will be very exciting, and that will be very good space to watch in the next year. We have seen very robust GDP this year, and people are projecting good GDP growth in the next year, so that will also be a good place to watch. Earnings has been very exciting over the past couple of quarters for the Indian market. We see amazing earnings come up, and people are projecting that the earnings will continue to grow. So the growth of corporate earning and that multiplication into growth of the market and the growth of the economy is something that we are looking forward to watch in the next year. We keep on talking about that the economy is doing well, and we are very excited about it. But why are we excited about it, right? So let's look at some numbers to tell you to that. If you look at the growth rate of the GDP in India, you see that we grew 8.4% last quarter, and the projections are that the growth will be very robust in the upcoming quarters as well. When you look at the inflation rate, you see that the inflation rate is within the specified limit that the RBI has, and the RBI governor said that he expects it to peak out in the next quarter or so. So that is also not a worry, and inflation was really a worry when last time QE happened. So this time it's not a worry, so that gives us confidence that the market will be robust this time. What we also really look at when we're trying to see what will happen in the next quarter is the forward-looking macroeconomic indicators like the business expectation index. So we see that business expectation index is the highest now compared to almost a couple of years, which is really exciting, and that gives us a good expectation from the future. When you look at the consumer expectations, that is also recovering at a rapid pace, and that also gives us good hope for the future. These are a couple of things that make. So as we reach the end of the video, I would like to thank you guys again for being part of our research journey, and I'll wish a very, very happy new year to you and your family, and I wish you an amazing year with your investing journey in the next year. Do check out our coupon code, which is valid till January 5th, and this is RISE2022. It is 22% off across all portfolios of traditional small case. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being part of our journey. It really motivates us and really pushes us to do well with the portfolio. And thanks again, and wish you and your family a very, very happy new year.